excellent temple outreach programs without moving an inch by Temple ExNoRa. The adage is, don't curse the ox, light a candle. Indeed, there are allegations that Hindus are being converted as Christians. Actually, ExNoRa has made a very big research on it and found out that the most reputed institutions, Catholic and Protestant institutions, for example, Loyola, Madras Christian College, Saint Stephen, Delhi, Don Bosco Church, or Stella Maris, WCC, they don't convert. For them to give education itself is service to God. So ExNoRa cross-check this, and it's a fact that most of the Hindus, the two backward castes, scheduled caste people, all got very excellent education through these institutions. If they had only done conversion, India would have been Christian nation. And it should be admitted that about 70% people got quality education through them. But having said that, we cannot be blind or deaf to the fact that conversions are taking place. There are some fringe Christian groups who bread and butter vocation itself is conversion. They get paid for that. Actually go and construct churches in slums and leave one among them and they convert them. They also copy the Hindu rituals, same rituals, temple rituals, all copied there in order to rather impress the Hindus to come to Christianity. There's not much difference. So this is a fact finding. So we have found a method, instead of debating whether they do it or not, why not what the churches do, the Hindus do. That's why excellent temple outreach programs without moving an inch by Temple ExNoRa. ExNoRa SEVA HUB by ExNoRa University International. Presented by 7th Sense Master ExNoRa MB Nirmal GP, founder ExNoRa University International. One place to do 100 wonder services, Temple ExNoRa SEVA HUB. So actually this building, the building color, something different from the temple. The green, dark green, light green stripes should be there. What we need actually, not more than 1,400 square feet is needed. That's all. And if you ask me that the space is available, more than available. You can have even 5,000 square feet, because temples have so much properties. They have land and buildings, chowtries. One of them to be taken by the devotees to do the seva activities. And the space can be used 24 or 365 like a 3-shift factory to churn out responsible citizens. The members will do 100 activities round the clock by turns and make their town village neighborhood a safe heaven and heaven on earth. So this has all been done by ExNoRa last 20 years. So we are making it public through a video. You can see there are more than 40 videos on Temple ExNoRa. ExNoRa SEVA HUB. You can see like a wheel hub, is hub actually. So a long list of service given. You will not believe that this all can be done zero cost, because the place is free, temple premises, and HRNC will happily give. 2, the resource people are available from and among the devotees. That's why ExNoRa has developed latent, patent, potent talent. It's a farm. Actually, whatever the society needs, all knowledge is available from and among the devotees. That's all. So easy. They come there. That's why I said outreach is moving in inch. So corona, dharna, zero corona. We are not talking about medicine and all. We never get into activities which you don't know, but we know how to get people interested and participate, make them. ExNoRa, that's why it's been successful. ExNoRa, the citizens to realize clean, green streets. The streets begin like Singapore. They practice zero garbage, zero sewage, zero mosquito and all. And ExNoRa doing the same thing, zero road accidents. Again, by involving the motorists. The concern, people who are there, they are involved, who are affected by it. So the best example for people's participation cannot be something better than the pulling of temple chariot. Such a mammoth temple cars pulled by people move so fast. So this knowledge available through a video which you can see and propagate. Only thing I have to establish this chapter, connect in, based in a temple. Meet. Whether NEET exam to be held or not is a matter which has been taken by governments. In the meanwhile, what we can do, even the government is successful, state government, there's nothing wrong. It will be great, excellent service it will be to equip the students, particularly the poor students and belonging to the backward caste, and all can be coached to meet the challenge of NEET exam, assuming that they get exempt and they get quota and all. In spite of all those things, still they can be trained. NEET, meet, sports support. India with so much of population, only second to China, but we don't fare well with regard to sports. It doesn't mean that there are no capable people, but they are all far away from these facilities. So this facility can be created from a lot of temple property, temple land, where football, hockey grounds, basketball, volleyball, all these things can be created. Again, if you ask me, the coaches are available from and among the devotees. So we will go to that. Love life and life will love you back. Love people and they will love you back. Arthur Robinson. So it's called benevolence. You can rephrase it. Benevolence. Civilization. So there are 3-4 activities. People can contribute the 3 T's. First 3, the T, things used, unused and new. For that we have ExNoRa Divinity Bank attached to every temple. The time, leisure, service and ideas, I told that they can be trainers, coaches, lecturers, teachers and all. And they can do also social service. And then they can give their talents. So the talents they can give their things, time and talents. When they do that, in fact, we have a wonderful program called Repair and Prepare. That is, the people use gadgets and they are not, when they become useless, instead of throwing that, they can hand it over to repair and prepare. This will be better goods. Again, using the talents, skills. So we call it Jivan Vigyan, life science for living as human being, and Manushya Vigyan, or Vigyan, human science for being human being. So these 2 sciences are very important to make the society good, beautiful. So this knowledge is provided by ExNoRa, which the Temple ExNoRa resource persons, trainers will do that. So compassion to be humane and help fellow humans, resolution to cure the society's maladies, but just enabling people to get 10 entitlement. So let us first see what is life science for living as human being and human science for human being, raising awareness. I told about this life Vigyan, life science for living, Manushya Vigyan, human science for being human being. So Jivan Vigyan is you can keep it as a checklist, this one. This 10 needed for any place. You will not believe, by collective efforts, 90% of them can easily be realized by sheer participation. Maybe something through sponsorship. And remaining 10 will come from a government, it will be automatic. So first is clean environment. The clean environment itself includes litter-free streets, roads, temples. 2, zero waste management. Third is pollution prevention. Air, water, soil, atmosphere, all pollution prevention. The 4th is hygiene. Corona and all because of lack of hygiene. So we have a project called Hygiene My Gene. This can be propagated, taught. Then green environment, it includes a whole lot, not only tree planting or forestation. We have a Amazon in my backyard. You can have your own Amazon in your place, a mini Amazon. We help you with all the tree saplings. And it goes on like that. Then you have what you call terrace sky farming, home farming, street farming, city farming, sea farming, collective farming and all. Then built environment. Built means people need a roof, water, gas, electricity, door to protect them and all. This is what you call private. And built in public is road, schools, colleges, hospitals, police station, bus stand, and railway station. Then safety environment. The planet has entered the disaster age. So we need, as far as disasters are concerned, the 30 disasters threatening us. So knowledge is available readily, which disasters, natural disasters, starting from earthquake, tsunami, cyclones, floods, landslide. It's a very long list of forest fire and all. So everything, knowledge, what one should do before, during, and after is shared. Then livelihood environment. People need bread and butter. The crimes are there more because people don't have both ends to meet. So livelihood environment includes also education. If the government high school, it can be upgraded easily. So livelihood environment. So 5 are existential. Essential, humane environment. Human is humane. Then social and harmonious environment. Social means that all are treated equally. Nobody is ill-treated. Nobody is ill-treated, and communal harmony should be there. Cultural recreation environment is very important. And then mental and cellular environment. This 7 sense given free. So once you start Temple ExNoRa, we provide you 7 sense. We can program and get the best out of you. It's not any miracle, it's a science. And cellular means your body has thousands of cells. Even as you think, the cells get programmed. So how you can possibly program it. Lastly, climatic environment. This also solution has been found out. There's a very urgent need to promote this Jivan Vinyan, life science, for living as human being. Then Manushya Vinyan, the 3 C's that will make you a complete man. First is character. Character, in Tamil we say Panbugal. Then competence, 10 competences, Tiramigal. Then conquest, Vetrigal. So this is shared here. I'm going to be very briefly show it, but it is very, each one is about separate videos and the PowerPoints are there. Let us go to what you call character, 10 character. First, love for nation is important. Whatever the difference one has, the government doesn't, must love the nation. Only patriotism can unite people, love for nation. India got freedom by sacrifice of our forefathers. They all went to jail, lost their lives and all. So love for, when I say India, it equally applies to other nation. You belong to another nation. Patriotism first is love for nation. Then environmentalism. Here environmentalism, I mean about climate and atmospheric environment. So then humanitarianism, you have to be human. Fourth is honestyism. It's all been shared with you as what you call videos. Abstinenceism. Abstinenceism is being non-alcoholic or doesn't consume alcohol. He abstains. Drink. You can include also cigarette, snuff, and all other addictions. Toleranceism. People have become very intolerant. Toleranceism. Simplicityism. So there are 10 kinds of simplicity shared, all each one separate video. The first is called simplicity, means material simplicity. One should not possess more than what he can use. So one of the reasons for climate change is people try to own too many properties, too many cars. Simplicity. So this material simplicity, behavioral simplicity, then method simplicity, procedure simplicity, communication simplicity, food simplicity, sleep simplicity, all are shared. You can see that. Eighth is altruism. Altruism is most beautiful character one should possess. Selflessness. So it's backed by an organ called voluntary sacrifice. The ninth one is non-speciesism. You'll be stunned when you go through that like we discriminate people by caste or color, gender. Same thing with regard to animals. Animals should be treated well. So non-speciesism means we think that as human beings are created by God and God created animals for his pleasure, for him to eat. So that's dealt under non-speciesism. The 10th is spiritualism. We are taught with all kind of meditations, in-depth meditation. There are 24 kinds of leading meditation techniques. Dhyanam. And then you have pranayam and yoga. All these things come under spiritualism. And interesting is there are people needing it and people who can provide also are temple devotees. It's only matching and marrying two needs, that's all. So there's a wheel which rotates this 10 character. It's called voluntarism. Okay, now competence. I told you about character, then competence. People should become very highly competitive world. So one should need 10 competencies, and the more competence acquires, he becomes successful in life and he gets job. He can go abroad, many things. So literacy, English and any number of languages. Because English gets you job even in most of the countries in the world. Education, school, college, science of living. Education also includes Jivan Shastra and Manishi Shastra. Then health, physical and mental. Physical health itself, we give you one more addition. Normally available are preventive and curative. We give you progressive health, continuous health. So this one, if you practice continuous health, you may not need preventive or curative health. Thinking. So the temple all teach at least 30 kinds of thinking. So the people learn to think. Then common sense. We call it uncommon sense. So common sense is important today. This also a person not to become competent. The fifth competency needs is common sense. Then computer literacy. The world now has become digital. So computer literacy be taught, and ExNoRa has got excellent technology. Person can read a Tamil newspaper. He can learn computer. Then seventh is leadership and communication. The leadership and communication included public speaking. We have speak and peak. And more important today is to become good speakers. So public speaking. Then arts and fine arts. Eighth. So life, what will be life without arts and fine arts? And then ninth, sports and martial arts, physical fitness and all included. The last is art of sleeping and relaxation. So 10 competence a man needs. You can keep them all as checklist. Maybe you can see that the children acquire all these 10. Then we'll go the third one, the 10 conquest. What will make a person successful in life? First, he must be successful with himself, with the morality, and as I told you, what you call acquiring knowledge, competence, all those things. Character, the 10 competence, you must acquire it. Then family, which means he must also care for his family, work for his family, and the family should be a well-knit unit, and all are very cordial. The third victory it should come for him is his residential. He lives in a street or a flat complex or a village. He must also take care of that. This all need very little time, but he must do that The third victory, first victory, personal victory. He must be a successful family member. The third is a wonderful resident or citizen. Fourth is professional and occupational educational. So the next victory is his profession or occupation, and education is lifelong. So he must be successful. Conquest. Number 4. 5. Social. Social. 6 is societal. There are 12 kinds. We also call it servicial. So whether you render service. Kinshipial means what you do with your relatives, kith and kin, or thick and thin. So 7th competencies talks about kinshipial. 8th is friendshipial. So ExNoRa got number of mechanism for one to foster friendship, nurture friendship. 9 is all living species. Again, come to same thing. Are you kind to animals? Who also have 6 senses, have the same emotions. They have motherliness, love, fear, everything, excitement, playfulness. The last is spiritual. I told you about character, competence, and conquest. This is Manushya Shastra. I told you about Jivan Shastra. I think this checklist, can use it. You can see all our videos. But what I want to tell you that you share your ideas on that. You can share through video. Apart from what we are given you, what we are all able to do as a team and give you in your own way, very great. So please give value additions. So we give you 2 management, Gandhian motherly human resource management, Patelian fatherly human resource management. And a very wonderful thing, I told you we are going to give you 7th sense. And except 2 cases, all others can excel in life. What are the 2 categories? Unfortunately, we cannot do is drunkards. Number 2, people with mental disability. But we give you one technique called chessmate. Chess was born in India, and checkmate. Any problem, mind you, you can use this technique and solve it. Chessmate, check. And we are all worried about children and their character. You don't know what they are doing through mobile, what they are seeing, or computer. So window, endo, we give you 10 windows. These windows, in fact, make or unmake. 1. Windows can make somebody great or destroy. We tell you what are the 10 windows. So this not only if you acquire, use the Temple ExNoRa forum to spread this message. Compassion, to be humane to fellow humans. There will be 2 major activities. I told you Seva Hub and Humanity Divinity Bank. So we will go what does it consist of quickly. 24/365 is to be used. Seva Hub, center to create awareness. So people don't have awareness. People don't know how to use a ration card. People don't know how to protect themselves from spread of corona. So create awareness. Academy for training. As I told you, the trainers are available from and among the society. Very interesting thing we found was that a trainee who wants to receive some training is a trainer on some other subject. For example, he wants to learn computer, he becomes a trainee, but at the same time, he is very good in music, he becomes a trainer. Institute for Communal Human Resource Development, Community Human Resource. So, you got IITs, IIMs and all, but an ordinary man should know basic, should be developed to live as a human being. ExNoRa developed community HRD, so Institute for Community HRD, place to render social service. Every time, there are many people, philanthropists, help during emergencies like flood or earthquake and all. But this should be from the temple. When a person does it personally, he can do it from temple. Very important. That's how you make people one with temple. We need to provide health service, awareness and campaigns. Okay, to provide health service, awareness and campaigns. Diets for meetings. So any number of meetings, only there will be a diary. Slots will be booked. It's booked in advance. One should book in advance. Stage for face-to-face meeting. What is face-to-face? There are problems with the local body, electricity board and all. The authorities, elected representatives are invited and people representatives. We have Residents Welfare Association, ExNoRa. They will come and present. It will be solved on the spot. Podium for speak and peak. I told you people can excel in public speaking. Round table for idea generation, brainstorming. So round table is the best way. Any problem is there, no problem can evade solution. Use this technique. Round table, the separate video is there. How through round table you can find solution. One of the members having a solution already. People are motivated to the extent the solution comes automatically. Lobby for fellowship and friendship. One of the things which make Rotary Line successful is fellowship and friendship. So we need friends and fellowship. So this can be done also in temples. Chamber for startups. For business people aspire can have startups. Laboratory for research. I'm telling you, one place, 1,400 square feet, can do 100 things. That's what we told earlier. Can research on composting, or for that matter, even disease prevention, etc. Tutorial for students appearing for competitive exams, including NEET. I told you already. It's a tutorial. Pavilion for exhibition and exhibition. Gallery for arts. The community people are highly talented. We can have a talent bank. People who are good in sculpting, painting, and all can display them, and it can be even sold there. All for entertainment. So the evenings and all can be allotted for entertainment. It can be for any kind of music or dance. India is blessed with wonderful arts. Theatre for fine arts. So drama, dance and all can take place. Lounge for hospitality. Then spot for method demonstration. So, the backyard you can give a demonstration how to do composting. I am giving an example. Or vertical farming. Workshop for repair and prepare. So it's called upcycling. Any product is of condemning them, it needs some minor repair. So that can be handed over to the SEVA HUB. One person hands over a thing which is gone out of order. Another person with a skill comes and makes it better. Bring it to working condition. It will be donated to somebody poor, that's all. Port for sport and sports support. So India, I told you that we are lagging in sports. So this could be a best port to export sports person. Shelter for emergency and SOS callers. Suddenly flood comes tonight, people can take refuge there. Roof, even the roof of the building will be used for vertical terrace sky farm. Space for compost park. So I said so much space available. So compost park means composting itself. There are so many kinds of composting: aerobic, anaerobic composting, vermicomposting, microbial, inoculum. At least 14 different kinds are there. There can be demonstration, the board and all. People who come there can see that. So I told you that the 24 activities. I'm not going to repeat it. You can pause and see this. So what you do in a meeting, you can have a meeting regularly, you can have icebreaker session, so that people ease themselves and move freely. So this icebreaker, I'm not going to explain. You got a separate, what you call, video on that. So the initial shyness can be overcome. I told you by icebreaker. Another icebreaker is you have a bench. You can call it chat bench. So anybody wants to go and talk to another person, sits there. The other person comes and sits. They become friends. So art means humanness. Brain means creativity. All plenty. So I told you about the space needed. Where is the space available? It can be a spacious hall, an outhouse, terrace, empty land. I told you temples have plenty of empty land. Can be container. If you go to container terminal, there are many abandoned containers. They will themselves repair and give it under the CSR. See how a container looks inside. Looks like a modern office. So temple Seva hub can function. The Seva hub can be also in school, college, polytechnic training institute, playground, children area, place of worship, flat complex, burial ground. And in building clubhouses or the community hall, there they can have it. Can be just a cabin also. And the chowdhuries are available. You can see a loudspeaker on the top. This is for emergency siren. Plenty of chowdhuries are available. One has to be, the government will definitely give that, the chowdhuries. So I want to say now, next question comes, where do we get funds? Actually, what you need is will, little interest, and put a step forward. Funds endless. The separate presentation called Funds Endless. You must see to believe that you start it. You do it or find one, we will do it. That's all. You have to initiate it, that's all. So you must see that funds endless. Many ExNoRa, even temples have their own office. You are seeing the models. Then Humanity Divinity Bank, what is it? That also Seva, what you call ExNoRa SEVA HUB can accommodate Humanity Divinity Bank. What you don't know, somebody needs it. I given you models here. Contribute your time, ideas, and efforts. That's SEVA HUB. Contribute your used, new, reusable things at Humanity Divinity Bank. You see the picture there. It's only a container. So SEVA HUB can accommodate container. A container can accommodate SEVA HUB. Either way, two in one. One can be inside another. Funds endless. So please see the separate presentation. So membership, okay, we'll give you this some ideas how the money will come. Self-help the best help, membership subscription, sale of recycled waste and compost. Then we have paperosa, which means paper. People can give their paper. One day newspaper can become and deposited on the first week of the month. Selling of paper, plastic waste, selling of other waste, sale of compost, money collection box in meetings, dine with celebrities, and then benefit show, dance, drama, music. There's an old newspaper depository can be kept where this old newspaper can be. So paperosa, that is like a dinosaur. So paper waste is so much, but so waste raise fund skill sell. I told you that some artists are that they can all come and do painting. The SEVA hub, same day it can be auctioned. You'll get money. Actually, no money. They give the skill. That's all. Sell the skill. Then birthday anniversary donation, like the Rotary Lions do. People voluntarily can come and donate money on their birthday. Then conducting cultural benefit programs, advertisement for ExNoRa souvenirs, temple ExNoRa souvenirs can be published. The best idea is that I'm going to see ATG exemption is given and corporates can give under the CSR. And one more idea, you can start companion ExNoRa clubs. Let us say you have Madurai Meenakshi Amman Temple ExNoRa or Srirangam Temple ExNoRa. You can have Srirangam companion temple ExNoRa, companion Srirangam Temple ExNoRa in New York, London, any town. As a matter of fact, Delhi, Bombay, Calcutta, anywhere you can have it. funds endless. That's what I want. So companion club for the temple ExNoRa. Then can I in absentia member? People abroad can contribute in absentia members. The membership and all is the separate video. You can see that. And companion club people for employment leave their place of birth, which give them everything outstation within the nation abroad, so they can join. They can start companion clubs. Always feel long that the native place should become better, be one like the outstation that they chosen to migrate. People go to Hong Kong, Singapore, and all feel why my birthplace is not like that. So we have not put the very concentrated effort, so they can do. Yes, excellent opportunity for them, and those who have also from same place migrate to this, any same place outside. They can all combine. Okay, it's called Companion ExNoRa Club. So this Temple ExNoRa get fund. That's all. Spreading the fundraising message speedily, method speaking, debate, panel discussion, demonstration, exhibition, exhibition, conference, passenger message, exposes, brainstorming, group SMS, mobile conference, make YouTube appeal, Zoom meetings, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, WhatsApp, e-world ExNoRa for instant, easy spreading, email, e-groups, blogs, website, e-newsletter, e-flyers, internet, intranet, podcast, webinar, online e-communities, voice over internet, video conference, share photos, instant messaging, chat. Okay. So do all good you can by all the means you can, in all the ways you can, in all the places you can, to all the times you can, to all the people you can, as long as ever you can. John Wesley said when 17, the 17th century he told, do all the good you can by all the means you can, in all the ways you can, in all the places you can, to all the times you can, to all the people you can, as long as ever you can. This is told by Stephen Gillett, again 17th century. I shall pass this way but once. Any good that I can do or any kindness can show to any human being, let me do it now. Let me not defer nor neglect it, for I shall not pass this way again. So I think very beautiful. Leo Tolstoy, he told in the 18th century, just as one candle lights another and one can light thousands of other candles. So one art illuminates another art and can illuminate thousands of other arts. That's all. The three great men, what they have told, you can do. So care to share, share your care and share. Sharing is caring. So you can do that, you can do it everywhere, anywhere. So I think I told you about this, about ExNoRa Innovators International Innovators Club. Can start if you want. For temple, you can do it. For the whole town, better to start ExNoRa Innovators Club. It stands for excellent, novel, radical ideas, thoughts, words, and action. Green represents environment, blue represents peace, red represents sacrifice. All these things are needed. So I told you about 10 kinds of environment. So I think we stop here, and I want to say big thanks.
If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go and click the bell icon to get regular updates from our channel. In case you have missed any videos, please visit the channel page by clicking the channel icon.